So, our baby chickens and 2 ducks that we had didn't survive. They were growing pretty decent. They were big enough to actually hop out of this bucket. So we decided to get them acquainted with the other chickens. The bucket's in our greenhouse right now. We tried that during the second phase of it. But the first phase, we decided to bring them outside. We brought the light out. We stuck them inside the chicken coop for a little bit. And they were actually getting bigger to jump out of the bucket. So they were jumping out of the bucket and coming out into this pretty much area, which they would have been fine in the metal fencing area if I closed it off, but then my bigger chickens couldn't get into the coop to lay their eggs because they like to lay their eggs in the nesting box. So we let them kind of wander, the chickens, the little chicks, and they would like to wander right over in the corner there on the outside, right where that wire is I just put down underneath that coop. There wasn't wire there initially, and they would just go up underneath there, which was fine. They were protected there underneath there, and they felt safe. The 2 ducks and everything would crawl through the wiring and go, or the netting, and then go through there and stay there all day. At nighttime, we would grab them and put them back in the bucket inside. But they would jump out and leave the safe confines of the house. And every time we came out in the morning, we would have 2 missing chickens, 1, 3, and then there was a slow time when there was no missing chickens, and then all of a sudden we only had, out of the 11 chickens and 2 ducks, we had 1 duck and down to 5 chickens, and they were probably about the size of, I would say, a little bit bigger than my hand. Well, it's springtime, animals are breeding. We think the raccoons got them. We think we have raccoons here. I'm assuming. Well, because it was nighttime when they were grabbed and nabbed. If it was the daytime, then it would have been the hawks. But they don't seem to come down here on the property. They usually stay up in the high trees, up there, all up around through here, through the wetlands, through different properties and stuff. You'll see them flying around, hawks and everything. But yep, we think we have raccoons, and we had 4 chicks and 1 duck left. Duck was too big to even fit through the big holes here, so we decided to move them into the greenhouse in there where I showed you the bucket, and we put some mesh over them and to keep them in there in a safe area, hopefully. And next morning we came out, nope, that meshing was ripped all off of the bucket, and we had no chickens and no duck. So the animal got in there and ate them. It was probably a raccoon that had babies, and they all ate them. So we are getting more chickens, which is hard because of the whole coronavirus and everybody buying chickens or whatever's going on, that there is no more chickens to be found, or little babies at least. So it's harder to find them. So we ordered some more. I think they're coming in. We ordered 10 more, but we ordered some more barred rocks. Well, I call them checker chickens. So we ordered 10 of those baby ones, and we're gonna have to put them in the house, keep them in the house until they're way bigger, or build some type of metal meshing cage to put over and keep them in the greenhouse and put them over the bucket so they can't jump out and nothing can get in. We're gonna put we got a raccoon trap here, so we're gonna have to try to trap them. We'll trap them and, I don't know, skin them, eat them, like everything else. You can't, there's nothing you can't really not eat and cook, but they don't seem to get up near the yard, the raccoons. But at nighttime, you never know where they go. So, yep, we are gonna try the whole chicken extravaganza again, and down our other property, we forgot to actually put the electric, tie it in, turn it on. Down at the other property, we just closed it, went down there. One of the other big chickens was gone, so something got into the fencing, the meshing and stuff like that went into the coop and actually got the chicken and ate all their eggs. So Just got to make sure we have the electric wire down there because that's a 20-acre property with bear and wildlife on it that are bigger and will eat the bigger chickens. So just got to take our precautions. But otherwise, everything's going well.